Okay, so let's have a very quick look at putting a survey together. Now I don't want to get too long into this because it's probably going to take a little bit of getting comfortable with the system at the same time. So we've simply, let's start from here, we've simply clicked on our surveys module, we've gone create a survey. Now I won't, and that's pretty much it. We start to sort of, I'm not going, in fact I'll go back a little bit and we'll just go into this one here, eh? So I'm going to come across and whoops, and then we're going to edit that. We're going to simply add a question, yeah, and or the page title. So sometimes I'll just use it page 1, yeah, and we'll go add an item. Now in here you get, so I'll just call that next question for the moment. Okay, so in here you get the option to actually, what is this doing? In effect, it's what is this doing? Okay, now in here you've got your different conditional modules. So the question is, you know, without getting too deep into it, and we won't go too far into that. It's probably another video in that alone. We've got a few, you know, mandatory answers, and sometimes now if you come into the matrix, yeah, or the multiple choice, where are we? More than matrix. You'll see that we've actually got you've got a little bit of a layout here where the rows and the answers. So here we've got our answers, but you need to scroll down that little bit to put your rows in as well. Okay, and I'll just save that quickly. All right, even though it hasn't actually got, I'm going to save and close that. All right, so we haven't done anything there yet, and we'll just save that. Now you can come across and you can design, test, print the survey, which share an invite, and view the results. Now view the results is more of a holistic look at it and how many people have now looked. The design, if we just jump on that button for the moment, and that'll take us out to the front end. Okay, now in here we start to use our front end website builder, so we're simply going to go edit into here. We want to drag a snippet in, yeah, and start to put all the content and what I'm going to call bits and pieces together. You might, you know, videos, anything in here, which I've got in the other areas of the tutorial, can really start to do. So you've got all this capacity to start dragging little pieces of info in, and just sort of start to work towards your survey, or any of this is consistent between website, blog, pages. So it really does, once you get comfortable with the website editor, it's pretty consistent across the board. Right, well, I'll discard that change. We don't really need to keep this one, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to begin that questionnaire for a separate reason, okay? So I'm just going to go begin questionnaire, right? And even though it may actually take us back because, all right? So let's just go back into the survey by this button. Now for the discussion, this button's not shown. It's normally to the public. It's only because we've signed in and we're actually in what I call an element of design mode. So we go back to survey. It's taken us back inside, I'll call it. Front door, back door. And here we are again. Now, I'm going to come back up to the answers, but I'll show you separately. So now we've got this, we've got our questions. And even though it wasn't started, it still actually created a record that somebody's been here to tick it off. Okay, so I'll cut it short of that video, and I'll talk a little bit more about how we can, once we've tested and we've got everything going, it's ready to go to the public, how we need to delete some of these, just to get rid of some of the, we might want to do a few changes to our questions and bits and pieces. So anyway, I'll cut to the chase for now, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.